The first module I'm going to look at is the basics of carrying out any calculations. We're going to look at how you solve mathematical calculations and, importantly, in which order you should perform these. And there's an acronym that you need to know. Try and remember this acronym, and it's called BIDMAS. When attempting to carry out any calculations, you need to apply the rule BIDMAS. So what is BIDMAS? B is brackets. You always carry out the calculations in brackets first. You've got to try and bring those numbers out so you solve the problems in the brackets. I is the indices. This is any number to the power of another number, like 9 squared or 6 to the power of 3. You solve them next. You've got to, after you've done your brackets, you always solve them next. D is division and M is multiplication. You always carry these out first. Carry out multiplication and division first. Then you carry out addition and subtraction. So finally, any addition and subtraction. Now if you get it the wrong way around, you're going to get a totally wrong answer. For example, what is 6 times 3 plus 4? Well, if you carry out the addition first, you get 6 times 7, which is 42. However, if you carry out that multiplication first, you'll get 6 times 3 plus 4, which is 18 plus 4 is 22. Do you understand? 42 or 22. You've got to carry it out right. You've got to carry out your multiplication and your division before you carry out your addition. Do you see how important it is that you do that? So, BIDMAS, what is it again? You work out the calculation, the brackets first. Then you look at your indices. Then you look at your division and your multiplication. Finally, addition and subtraction. And it's important to note at this point that when you're carrying out the calculations inside the brackets, so when you count inside the brackets, you use BIDMAS inside the brackets. So in the brackets you work out the indices, multiplication. Do you understand? You apply BIDMAS inside the brackets, and when you get to a point where you can lose the brackets, then you apply BIDMAS again. Let's do a few examples. Let's determine this here, this sum here. Now this question here, what's going to let's use BIDMAS to solve this. And what's the first thing we're going to do? Well, we're going to multiply out the brackets, aren't we? So we're going to multiply out the numbers in the brackets, and you get this number here. Once you've removed the brackets, yeah, we've done the brackets already, we go straight to BIDMAS. And what's the first thing? B brackets, I indices. Let's work out the indices. Well, 1.5 squared is 2.25. Let's work out that first. Then you carry out your multiplication, which gives you this number here. That's after your multiplication. And finally, you carry out your subtraction. So that's the answer, full answer is 210.66. Let's do another example. Let's determine this here. Let's just work out this calculation here. Let's apply BIDMAS. We've got to do those two brackets first. Now, firstly, we need to determine the indices in the brackets, because in the brackets there's an indices, which is 6 squared. So we work that out. Get that out of there, it gives us 36. That gives us this. Let's sort out the multiplication now inside the brackets. So you work out multiplication, which gives you this. Then you carry out your addition in your brackets, which gives you this. Do you understand what you're doing? You're all the time, you're multiplying, you're doing your indices first, then your multiplication, then your addition. Once you've sorted out the brackets, now you can get rid of those brackets. You apply BIDMAS again. Yeah, sorting out the indices again. Now you've got an indices which is 14.5 cubed. You sort your indices again first. Then you carry out your multiplication again, which gives you this. And you finally carry out your subtraction. Final answer, 51,647.425. Do you understand how you use BIDMAS to brackets first, then BIDMAS out? But BIDMAS makes sure you gets it in the right way. Now I want you to have a go at these exercises here. Have a go at these exercises first, and when you've finished, we'll see if you got it right. So you have a go at these exercises.